Hey, happy Monday evening. Pioneer Live. We don't got the song, the dance, or the dancing girls, but what do we got? We got you and we got me. And that's a fun-filled evening, guys. So, reminder to like, share, and subscribe. I'm just looking down at the keypads and hope everyone enjoys the show tonight. As we always say, this show works best if you guys participate. No participation, no show. Works better, communication. So you communicate with us, we communicate with you. For those of you who don't like our loudness, I had one guy complain last week that I'm a loudmouth, right? Yeah, I am a loudmouth.
He likes it quiet. Okay, we won't say too much more.
If we didn't talk about anything,
We do get going. Our blood does get going. We are human. We are human. And we are
Hey,
competitive.
but before we start off, let's talk about.
Do you find it cold today?
Well, do I find it cold? I find it great. How do I find it?
Because you got your hat on, you got your coat on.
I got everything on that I like to wear.
I think what it is your blood pressure's gone down so low now, you got no more blood circulation.
I've had a lot of people inquire about the import birds from Europe.
Some people that didn't even buy birds, and they're asking questions when they're coming in. How are they doing?
Sound is off. The sound is off. What do you mean off?
Off means they can't hear us.
Can you hear me or you can't? I'm not sure if you can hear me. Dominic, can you hear me? Okay. I'm going to ask Dominic because Dominic is on. Sounds like you're in a stadium. Sounds like I'm in a stadium.
So they're getting an echo.
Is that better, guys? I think that's going to be better. Okay, well, let's restart. Speak louder, new comment. Echo, echo, echo. I'm sure now it's going to work. We have echo. Okay, well, before we start, because remember, guys, you did grade what?
Me?
Yeah.
I did grade 3 times.
You did grade 3 times, and yeah. I finished grade 9. Better. Okay, we got it back to better. So that's good. So now, hold on. Much better. All right. So getting back now to the imports. People ask me what's going on with the imports. And you know what? I hate lying, eh? But I hate telling the truth because by telling the truth to people,
you could be a liar in the end.
I could be a liar. I could get robbed. I could have someone follow me to my quarantine lofts and try and rob pigeons.
Oh, yeah.
I could have, the Canadian government at any time could avian influenza it and destroy all the pigeons. And I don't almost know anymore what I'm supposed to tell people.
You don't tell people anything. What you do is say, I can't answer any questions at this moment. That's it.
My job is to
get... The birds are quarantining somewhere on this planet
of
Earth. This, this pile of dirt we live on, there's a certain amount of rock, but there's quite a bit of dirt. So, yeah.
So people, when you call me and you ask me, I want to give you the date as is it in like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. That's what I want to give you. But you know what I don't want to give you? I don't want to tell you it's going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then I go there tonight, someone follows me and they rob all my birds. I don't want that. Or I don't want the Canadian government to all of a sudden say, oh, the chicken farm down the road has a breakout of avian influenza. And like they did to poor Mike Van Kempen, they killed all his pigeons. So it's like, I can't tell you, I have a date when they're supposed to be ready to send out, and I'm waiting for that date.
And another thing I'm going to say is, hey, Joe, Mike, Johnny, if you didn't buy a bird from Europe in those auctions, or you don't have proof that you bought one, if we don't have it on our sheet, then sorry, but who in the world are you?
Well,
Like, who in the world are you? You don't even have a proof that you bought a bird.
we're
Like,
not,
you know.
we're not ranting here, guys.
No, we're not. We're just saying, you know.
I want to say hi to the people that have tuned in. Let's start off here. I'm going to pull some names. Hey, Dekai. This guy here, I don't know who he is. Facebook user. How are you? Michael Peevler. How are you? Dominic it Echoes. How are you? Henry Ratter. How are you? David Tracy. How are you? I'm looking for more people here. Blah, blah, blah. Mike Sheridan. Okay, Mark. Okay. Quintero. Hey, good job on the weekend. How are you?
We got a lot of nice people calling.
Yeah. Ian Sybil. It's only the guys who bought birds business. Yeah. Well, and you know, again, Ian, you make a good point. I have people that call me, and again, I'm always one of these people. I hate this because for me to keep it inside of me, it fucking bothers me. Like, you know, hey, Dad, how does this make you feel? You know, Richard, somebody said something about you. You're not a really good kind of guy. Am I a dickhead for not telling you who said that? If I said, hey, Dad, Gary Smith, he called you an asshole. That's the type of guy I am. I like to say it. So I got people calling me today and saying they bought in pigeons and they're secret. They bought them under secrecy. And I said, well, do you have this? Do you have the... No. Asking me for when the quarantine is over. So I gave them the you want to play a fucking dumb game with me? I'm going to play the same game with you. I told them the birds are still in Europe quarantining. Ooh. You didn't like that. Well, I asked you for your information. I asked you what lot you bought. I didn't know you were partners. Who was the person you bought it with through partners? Oh, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you.
Maybe that.
Oh, wait, here he is. Here's the legend himself. Ryan, people want to know when they're getting their birds. Buy a bird on the auction site. Guys, if you want to know how the importing's going, you can call Tony. He knows it all on this subject. Tony, I don't know what lot you bought or who you bought it partners with, but when you call me and you privately say this to me, I bought it in secrecy. What's the lot, Tony? Who was the person who bid on it for you? You have no information to back it up. You don't have any birds I've imported for Tony Alvis. I don't have your birds, Tony. I don't have any pigeons that you have purchased. And I'm sorry, Tony. I'm friends with you. I'm a nice guy. And you'll say to me, why are you worked up? Why are you worked up? Why are you worked up?
That's privacy.
What?
You never bought.
Do you want me to tell you what Gary Smith bought, what Joan Heckerflack bought, what Gary Smith bought, what Jonah Hill bought? Do you want me to tell you what they bought?
How about Bobby?
Can I ask you a question, Tony? You're on the show. Congratulations. Lizatano Lofts. I like him. Or Troy Spencer. He's got some birds from Tony. Tony, how much did he spend for them? And when did he buy them? Question, Richard. Is that any of my fucking business?
100% not.
Okay. But, Tony, if you want to know where the birds are, they're in a country somewhere being quarantined. And if you could give me the proof of your purchase, okay? Because Gordy Whale messaged me today and said, black and white, Tony's stirring shit. Now, hey, Tony, I don't think you're a shit stir, but you're asking me why I'm fired up. Why am I on edge? Did I have a rough race on the weekend? No. Why am I on edge? Because I've got people that contact me that didn't buy a pigeon, and we're talking in fucking code, man. So I get a little bit, you know what? Don't waste my time.
You did.
Do you want me to tell you? Do you guys all want to know where the quarantines are? Do you want to jeopardize the birds? Do you want to have someone maybe come in and steal them? What do you want? How much do you want me to give you?
You didn't buy a bird, number one. It's none of your business. You don't have proof that you didn't buy a bird, so you have no proof. So basically,
but we're gonna say, we're gonna say,
some people don't like it so loud.
But we're gonna say calmly, I bought it in partnership with Heckenflack.
Who is the hell's
Who
that?
the hell's Heckenflack?
Who?
But wait a minute.
Did
you
we,
don't even give
okay,
me.
Get
you
it?
don't even give
First
me.
of all,
you don't even give me the person's name who you bought it
Hold
with.
on. If you bought it in partnership with so and so, get him to give us in writing proof that you were in partnership with him that deals in partnership. And then we'll tell your buddy exactly the same thing. Your bird is in quarantine, your birds, and they will not be ready before 12 months time. And if we get it ready earlier, your buddy will be notified, not you. Okay. So are you the exact? Did this buddy of yours that you went in with, apparently partnership, did he die? Then we need a death certificate saying that you are the executor of this guy's birds. Okay, they'll be ready within 12 months. Within 12 months, they'll be ready. Okay, how do you like that, sir?
Do you want me to tell you something? I can't tell you they're going to be ready in 12 months.
Oh, we can't even say that.
I can't. Because you want to know why? We're right now in an avian influenza problem, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, right now. Shut that down again.
Okay. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to jump hoops. I'm trying to play the instrument so everyone's happy. And then I've got a gentleman that I have no record of buying pigeons. And you know what? I got to be a prick to him. Don't I?
Who's that? Tony Elvis?
I got to be a prick.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to phone everybody in the CU bullshit, and I'm going to ask them, did you happen to purchase a bird off Tony Elvis? Tell me the truth. Yes or no?
Hold on,
yes?
hold on.
Okay, I did. Okay, how much did you pay for it? What kind of bird is it? What kind of deal did he make with you? I'll phone everybody in the whole goddamn country. Wait a minute. Is that my business? It's not my business.
The question is...
Sorry, Tony. Sorry, Tony.
The question is, Ryan, you sound like you're a little bit on edge. I like to deal with the people who bought the pigeons. The third wheel people that bought them in privacy and hush and mush.
Oh, don't tell them I bought them.
Hold on.
My name's Tony Elvis.
In hush and mush, they don't want nobody to know they bought a bird. So guess what?
We'll do it under the table.
Hold on. Don't just do me a
favor. Jerry. He hasn't flown a pigeon in his life. He bought the bird. Jerry, I'll pay you.
If you're a third party, don't waste your time calling me. That's it.
Third party.
If you got a pigeon friend, buy a pigeon for you.
That's right. Under the table.
Here,
I'll pay you. Buy it.
I'm happy you got it. However way you have to
do it. The reason why I want you to do it, Johnny, is because I don't want somebody like Gordy Whale trying to get that friggin' bird. So let's do it.
Right.
Bang.
Right.
Now,
hold on.
That friggin' guy's probably left the country, right?
All I'm saying is the third people parties.
Sorry if I twitch my thumb.
Stay out of the way. I deal with the first people parties. That's what I'm dealing with, the first people parties. I don't give a shit if you bought it after. I don't care. I don't owe you an answer. But you know what? I felt bad. I gave him the answer. And then the answer I gave him, he hung the phone up on me.
Ooh.
Because, you know what? The birds aren't finished quarantine. So right now, they're as good as dead. Nobody's got them.
Well, yeah,
do I own them? Do I own them right now?
They could be dead tomorrow.
Do I own those birds right now? Who owns the pigeons right now?
The CFIA,
the Canadian government. Yeah. I don't own them, do I?
Now, why is it when you go to do the quarantine birds, Ryan, you leave and you go south, and I followed you, then you went west, and then you went south again, and then you turned and went east for a quarter mile, and then you went north, and then you came back and went south. Like, how did you do that?
Because
you made a U-turn in the road.
What you got to do is try and hide the people that follow you.
You got to watch it, boy. They're going to put trackers on your pickup truck.
No, I know. So anyways, we're getting off that subject. I just wanted to clarify that. When the birds are done, they're going to be done. Moving on from quarantining. Tony, I hope that answered your questions. I didn't see you come back with any fast comments. So I take it you didn't like my answer, or did or didn't. I really don't give a shit. And is the stress getting to me? Tony, people, stress? Do you know how much stress I can handle? I haven't even begun to have stress. But you asked me, am I stressed out? You know what I'm stressed? You know what gets me stressed? Stupidness.
Oh, you're wasting your time, man.
Just like that's what I said.
Plain old waste of time. And
take my head and drive it into a wall.
Some people could be so bored that they waste their time doing what I call waste of time friggin' bullshit calls. That's the bottom line, right?
And that's what that was. I had no proof I bought the pigeon. I have a friend, but I'm not going to tell you who, and I just want to dig for dog shit. So when you ask me dog shit questions, I'm going to give you, I guess, what's the answer? A dog shit answer? I don't know.
It's none of your friggin' business, right? I phoned up to get a prescription for my wife.
Yeah.
And I got to give her name, her date of birth, and all this shit to clarify that that is my wife. I'm picking the shit up. And when I go to pick the shit up, I got to tell them, show them again, my ID and all this shit. Okay? So, you know what? It's so stupid, man.
Okay, so Antonio Rodriguez says, let's talk about pigeon racing.
Yeah.
Okay, pigeon racing. What a weekend, eh? I'll tell you. There's an old saying. You're only as good as your last time out. Yep. And boy, oh boy, the last time out, it looked like the pigeons that we had never seen participate before. Now, I had people call me and say, oh, Ryan, what happened? Ryan, what happened? Ryan, what happened? What happened, Ryan? Well,
it's like you got what you call, you've got like a computer system on the thing, on the birds that you directed at.
So
Ryan, what happened? That was Ryan, that was your fault, right?
We let them out. No. We worked the birds throughout the week before the races. Birds felt great for shipping. Birds really felt good. I was expecting a real hell of a performance. And we got up to the release point. I don't have the video of the release point here, but you guys can go back and watch it. Really thick, heavy overcast. Maybe the sky wasn't the nicest. There was no rain in the forecast.
Overcast, not the nicest.
Not the nicest. It was a thick overcast sky. All the pigeons did work in it before. They've worked in skies like that numerous times.
It was up there. The overcast was up there. It's not like it was overcast at tree height. No, it was up there.
It was a high ceiling, very high ceiling and overcast. Birds were released. Birds came out great. Birds did their thing, started good. They went up. They went higher than normally we see them do. They went up, they went up, they went up, and then for some reason, they were doing tight circles and they weren't leaving. And on the show, when you watch that, and I watched the pigeons, and I've seen the pigeons through 55 other training flights. I've seen a few times where they've had rough ones, and I didn't like how they left. You didn't like how they were acting.
No, they went out, they headed south from where I was, and they did tight together, tight, and then they elevated, went up, up, up. They went up just like, if anybody knows how tipplers fly, way up. You could barely see them. That's how high. Oh, so anyways, he's disturbed about hearing some truth. Right.
Now he's calling to ruin my show.
What he's going to do is threaten you with some bullshit, right? If you're bored, man, go and take a shower or something, whatever. Go run around the block.
Okay. So anyways, getting back to the birds now.
So
this is all screwed up.
They went up like tipplers. and they were doing these tight, not even circles. It was just this way and this way and this way and this way. And it looked like, and they never came back. They went a little bit east.
All right.
Very slightly east.
They broke. They really didn't leave how we wanted them to.
No.
Or in my perfect thought of how they should have left and what I envisioned in my brain of them dropping the hammer like they had done. They didn't do that. They went up. They did the circling.
They had a tailwind.
Now,
the tailwind, it was
20 kilometers.
Yeah, and it was very slight out of the northeast. Very, very slight.
A little bit of east in the wind. And again, whenever there's east in the wind, there can be a problem. But you know what?
So very light. It's like if you look on your phone and it says north, south, east, west.
There was a bit of east.
There was the needle for north is here. The sign. It was like right about there. We're not talking.
I gotta get to the comments.
Right. Okay.
So they left.
We have to keep it down because some guys are sensitive.
Can we just keep going here? Birds headed home. I said about 4 hours, 4.5 hours. What my brain was thinking. No, they were flying 231 miles. They should have been 4 hours and 30 minutes to 5 hours. Just under 5 hours, we get a single pigeon. That's a little disturbing.
Right.
Okay. Then we waited 20 minutes, a single pigeon. 20 minutes, a single pigeon with another pigeon. Okay. Waited 35 minutes, another single pigeon.
We did get singles with a stray a couple times.
I'm going to say this. The biggest drop we had was 3 pigeons.
That's right.
Late in the day. Okay. We got 44 birds on the day. The second day, they come all by themselves again, pretty much by themselves. So if you ask me what was the problem, the only thing I can say is something went through them to blow them apart. Now, Troy flew with us. Troy, he said he got 25 on the day out of 33 or 32 or whatever. So it was very good. His looked a bit broke up, but not like ours. We had 165. It was basically the fucking worst flying I ever seen. But you know what? When we let them out, I can't go and get them back. And they came in a race speed, the first birds.
Yeah, the first birds. Troy's came in good time.
Something went through them. Something happened. I
had a feeling that there had to have been falcons there or something. And that's why those birds got the height.
Okay, so let me go through some of the comments. Hey guys, talking about pigeons. The true answer is who paid for the pigeons matters. Okay, that's that. Ryan LMR put another notch on his belt for another win. Yes. Congratulations, Troy. You had an excellent race. Good job to Troy. Like the kind says, basically, whoever bought the birds are in quarantine. Yes, that's right. Off subject, how is your club? And this is another thing. People come in here as a name like Facebook user. They don't want to use their name. And I like that. Again, I don't do that things, but thanks for coming. Who's winning the club? Well, so far we've had 6 races. Have we had 6?
Yeah, 6.
Troy, 2. Troy's won 2 races, and we've won the rest. So that's 4.
Yeah.
You've won in the Pioneer Club. You've won 5 races, and I've won 1. And that's that. Sweet. The gate, get the shit hits the fan. Yeah, well, hey, shit's going to hit the fan because you know what? If I keep shit in, I become a real dick. Benny, all you're talking about, what is Benny-Anna? You all come to talk about pigeons or Tony? No, Tony came on, so I talked about him. You come on, I talk about you. Mike Green. It's called pigeon racing. Michael Peebler, hold on. Michael Peebler. How many birds come back? I think we're right now at about 98. I had to shut the clock off today so birds don't get points because they don't deserve points. All my vaqueros came back. I'm still in it to win it. There you go, Dekine. Good job. That was a great race, Antonio says. The birds had to work. You know what? It was, one more question here. Have you ever thought of putting trackers on the birds? I'm going to be honest with you. The trackers only work if the birds come home. Okay? And the birds I would put trackers on, I wouldn't put people's paid entries in because I don't think it's fair that they got to slug an extra ring. I don't know if the trackers screw up the homing ability of the pigeon. I don't know that. So I would never put trackers on the birds that are in the race. What I do know is we flew 5 races. In every race, they came like thunderbolts. I expected thunderbolting again. It didn't come like that. And they came to a point where there was no drops. The birds, wherever they got broken up, and they got broke up at the start, they came in singles.
Yeah.
So these birds that made this, they didn't just do 231 miles, hold each other's hand. Mm-hmm. They did 231 miles pretty much by themselves. And
all we know is they really got screwed up. The ones that aren't here, they flew off the map. They could be anywhere. They could be in Windsor.
I had a pigeon come home today. He's like a rail, right?
Yeah.
They had such a tailwind with them. Mm-hmm. They had such a tailwind with them.
When they started.
I laughed and said, today's the day is the closest day I'm going to hit 1700. And I'm going to tell you, we couldn't hit it. It was Troy couldn't hit it. It was 17 again. Yeah, Troy couldn't hit 1700.
We let them go. It was 12 degrees down the road. 50 miles. It was up 12, 14 degrees.
But hold on. Troy got them. Mm-hmm. Mark put birds on. He got them. Sen put birds on. He got them. We got them.
That's right.
The day wasn't hard. The birds all came in a race speed. The race speed.
The ones that did it, right. Yeah.
But somewhere along that line, tragedy hit them. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm not sorry at all because I can't control something that happens when they're up there. If it was a hawk, if it was gunfire, who knows?
How about solar flares?
Solar flares? I don't know. But I know one thing. These birds this week, they already know how to fly 231 miles pretty much by themselves. And you guys asked me, why do I say that? The wind was so strong, no pigeons came from behind the loft. They all came online. So I know they stayed up there, and it was a bad day. Bet you'll get birds come in all week. Yeah, I'm going to get birds come in all week. Hello, pigeon lovers. Hello. Michael Peever, no, you didn't miss anything good. Don't worry. But, yeah.
That was a pigeon race. That was a darn pigeon race. And you don't want to give the birds what shall I say? Sometimes when you play hockey on the ice and the ice is a little bit soft, it's not the greatest, but you still get out there and play. So we got the overcast, but
there's no excuses.
These birds have been trained well.
There's no excuse. If next Sunday we go back up there, next Saturday, and the weather's the same, don't ask me. Let them out again. Because I'm not going to apologize. There's nothing I'm sorry for.
Absolutely not a drop of rain.
No.
Not a bit of fog.
Beautiful tailwind.
With a tailwind.
Beautiful.
Very little bit in the east. So very little bit. You've seen the flag flying, right?
So what we say is that's pigeon racing. Moving on from that.
Pigeon racing.
Questions, comments. Guys, if you have them, let us know. We talked about the race. And that's it. You've seen on that type of a race, hopefully you guys see different pigeons fired. Okay, pigeons that could handle a little bit more. I'm not going to say these pigeons that came were the best ones, and I'm not going to say the birds that we lost are the best ones or the worst ones, because I believe, as in teenagers, right? Teenagers make mistakes, don't they? The difference between a teenager making a mistake and a pigeon making a mistake is when that young pigeon is full of piss and vinegar, and he puts his head down and he goes maybe the wrong way because he gets scared out of his pants. He can fly 3-4 hours before all of a sudden he starts going, wait a minute, what am I doing? By this time, they can't make a recovery. And that's what it is. Mansker. Yes, you have the best birds at the end. And guys, I've taken a look at it. We talked about it. You know the bird Zippy won 2 races for you, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That was a real damn good pigeon. I said to you 15 times, Zippy will today. He's going to do it for you, no problem, eh? Knuckles is going to do it for you today, no problem. Zippy, he's not back. Prince is not back. Fergus is not back. Some of the superstars at the beginning, they're not back. They got lost at different points of this game. They were really good birds at that time. And guys, when we look at this, when you look at the best pigeons, it's the pigeons that are the average speed winners or the champion point pigeons. Those are the best pigeons. Yeah. It's not the pigeon that wins 3 races and he gets lost because he had a bad day. And you know what? He had a bad day.
It's like everything in life, people. It's like the fisherman. He can only fish in calm water. Well, the fisherman that fished for 50 years, that man, he fishes in every kind of water. It's like a long-distance truck driver. He can drive in any kind of weather if he's good. A guy that only drives, just wait, in dry weather, he only drives in dry weather. The guy that could drive any kind of weather, he's a driver. It's like a motorcycle rider. Some of the motorcycle riders, soon it rains, a little bit of rain, they go in a hotel.
Okay, so we don't need every scenario.
So this is the same scenario. We got a little bit of a change
for the next race,
and they can't handle it.
For the next race, these birds should be even not better, as in they've learned another bullshit game. They learned whatever happened to them. These ones should be a bit better. Now again, we got 2 races to go. So people ask, well, what are the 2 races? We're going to Englehart next up, which is 275 miles. And then we're going to go to Matheson.
To be exact, it's 279 to here.
Wow, 279, 275.
Right. Matheson's what, 3 1/4?
Between 275 and 280.
If they circle, it could be 281.
Right, 281. Did they mix up with any birds? No, there's no birds they're missing up.
We had a couple singles come with strays.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Right?
They did.
I think our third place bird, a stray came.
They come with strays of guys that were on the truck with us.
That's right.
They didn't get mixed up with no birds.
Well, that's, yeah.
No. So we got Englehart left and we got Matheson. So we got a 275 and a 300. We got those 2 left. Gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. I let mine out there today for a loft fly. He actually flew pretty good. Yours, you're gonna, I guess, let out tomorrow. Or we're gonna go training tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm taking mine's gonna go 10 miles, and then see how they are. And the next day, they're gonna go 23 miles to the Rock. I said 21.
Okay, whatever you want to go
I'm
tomorrow.
Gonna see.
We'll go.
I gave them a rest. They rested Sunday, and they're rested today, Monday. They're all rested. They got as much feed as they can eat. Let's feed them up. I fed them up good.
Now,
and they're all cooing, and they're all happy as hell.
Yours look still brilliant. They really look good.
They look like, I'd say out of a 10, I'm going to say mine are 9.5 because I'm saying there's about 2 or 3 that look tired. So I'm not going to give them a 10. Well, so by tomorrow, I'm going to give them 11.
Yeah. A little bit of luck goes a long way. And yeah, as I have 0 birds left, don't worry. My apologies there. I'm sure, Sherry, you're going to get 1 or 2 back. Don't worry. Keep positive. And again, I know you guys send your best birds. We try and work them the best we can. And I always say, you're only as good as your last time out. And you know what? The last time out was a real ball nutter,
A ball nutter
for us. And hey, should we pack it in or should we keep going?
I've seen one time I was training. Only one time I've seen this, and a falcon came through them. I was watching my birds, and all of a sudden I seen this speck come through them. He didn't hit nothing. It was a miracle. They just split in half, just like a roasting hot knife in butter. Just like this. The birds automatically, I watched it. The falcon went through and went by. The birds went up, went up, went up, went up. The falcon started going up, and the birds kept going higher and higher and higher above them. So I got a feeling there was a falcon there. They seen him coming. They seen something happening. They started going up. And
again,
maybe he did attack. They had some attacks. I don't know. And maybe they split. I don't know.
And you know what? The bottom line is, whatever happened, it happened to them all at the same. So they have to figure that out. Ryan, it's not about, okay, so hold on now. Hold on, guys. We've got Tony back on, so I'll read this here. Ryan, it's not about one lot, my lot. People would like to know when they can expect to purchase some time ago. Simple, nothing to get excited about.
So
So
he's an ambassador
of the other
for you're an ambassador, Tony, for the whole world. You're an ambassador. Wow.
Tony,
the other guys don't have the balls to call.
No.
And
Tony,
they're putting you on the line, man.
Actually, you're wrong. Tony does the bitch work for them.
Well, he's an ambassador. He's a guy. He's an ambassador for these people.
So Tony, the people who bought the pigeons,
wow,
they're going to get the pigeons. As it relates to you, you didn't purchase a pigeon. So Tony, your pigeons aren't coming because I don't have any of your pigeons. And I'm getting excited.
Ryan.
Tony, you see I'm on a show and you call the phone while I'm on the show. So I don't know.
Ryan, my draw. This is
what we're gonna do. For anybody that has quarantine questions, I want you to give Tony Elvis a call. Tony, if you could write your number down in the comments below.
He's an ambassador.
He's the new ambassador. Tony is going to give you the updated whatever. Again, guys, you can discuss. You can discuss the pedigree.
Hold on. Be fair. How long is this line open till? Is that 24-hour line? Tony's 24-hour line.
We can call Tony at any time.
Well,
I like
find out from Tony.
Guys, and Tony was a government worker. He knows everything. He knows his business, man.
That's right.
And he's going to know about this too. So if you guys have questions
about
pigeons that you purchased, right? You know who you can ask? You can ask Tony.
Okay,
it's the same thing.
Just hold on a minute.
Hold on. It was the same way.
I got a situation. I got a situation I want to ask Tony. Tony, my dryer just blew up. I got to get a new dryer, and I ordered one through Costco. Can you please ask them when I'm getting my dryer?
That's right.
And they're going to say, "Who are you?" I'm Tony Elvis. When's he getting his dryer? Who is he? I'm not going to give you his name. When's he getting his dryer? What are they going to tell you, man? Who in the are you?
As I said,
Tony, you got a great interest for the pigeon game, and really and happy that you're an ambassador for the group. It's a group thing, so he's going to do that now. Why don't you call the Canadian CFIA and tell them you're Tony Elvis? I want to know when the quarantine's up.
Yeah.
What are they going to tell you? They're going to say, "Who are you?"
No, they're not.
Where's the quarantine?
Not according to.
I'm not supposed.
Not according to Tony. According to Tony, they're going to tell him. I don't know.
You know, number one, Tony, you're doing a great job, and hopefully you can break ahead. And by the way, hopefully you're going to be prime minister of this country.
I'm gonna give Tony, for his care and ambassadorial isms,
Yep.
I'm giving Tony a complete free entry into whatever race he wants in the world. Any race in the world, I'm gonna give it to him.
Oh,
Because you wanna know why?
you're not trying to buy him off, are you?
I'm not trying to buy him off, but I'm trying. You know what I'm trying
sure
to do?
Probably got other people trying to. Come on, Tony, find out.
So, anyways, moving along from that one. How many birds clocked? About 98. I didn't do an inventory today because the birds weren't out. Well, my birds were out. Richard's weren't, so I didn't put the clock on. Tomorrow we're going to put the clock on. We're going to run the clock tomorrow. Ricky, make me a drink because I'm getting stressed out.
What do you want? Kool-Aid?
What do I want?
Kool-Aid.
I want a goddamn vodka with Pepsi, please.
Oh, no. This is like...
Okay, so what else do we want to get into here? Pigeon fly. What do you guys want to know? Heather got me one each. Heather got me one each. Okay. Heather got one and I got one each. Okay. Well, hey, guys, we still got 2 more races. The toughest ones are still on the horizon. 275, 300, or 325, whatever Latchford is. Lucky Leah's not there. It would be on fire. Yeah, and we're lucky Leah is not here. Because, again, as I say, I've got to... Oh, look, there's his number, guys. Here he is. There's Tony's number. We're going to leave that on for the rest of the show. Guys, he sells pigeons as well. You can buy great, great pigeons from Tony Alvis. Go on there. Knock yourselves out. Again, he is the ambassador. I'm almost ready to just give him the company and let him do it all. I'm fine with it. And he's always welcome to be on the show. Come on down, Tony. Again, Tony, if you want to post some of your best results this year and the birds' band numbers and what you want to sell those birds for, people, give them a call. It's 647-231-4463. Call them up now, and it's perfect. I'm good with it. And again, you can discuss the birds that you purchased from our auction. If you'd like, if you guys would like, you can have Tony come down and he can give you his 2-second grading on them. You can have that. And really, whatever you want. Because you know why? Tony is our new representative ambassador. And guess what? He is our care center. So I'm going to leave that number up there for the remainder of the night. So you people can call him.
Call him now. He's up all night long. He'll be there all 24 hours a day.
And you know what they say, eh?
When is it coming? Find out. Please find out. When is it coming? When is it coming? Call Trudeau. Guy's name's Trudeau. He'll also give you an idea. If he's not singing karaoke.
Did you want to bring those birds in or what?
Why not? We're proud, aren't we? I'm proud for the people that
bring him in. Bring in your 3rd place pigeon. Have I ever used Broax in the water? Brorax. Have I ever used that in the water? For bath water? Are you talking for respiratory? How often are the points updated? The points are updated as the birds clock. So what you see now, because the race is shut down, that's the races. Yes, Leah is good. She's okay. Yes, go on the Wind Companion, Brian, and you'll see. Let me see what I can pull up here for points. Late surge in the flying has been Ian Sybil. He's gonna, again, guys, I told you, the son of a bitch is gonna close like a freight train, and he's got good pigeons. So let's look. Win, W-I-N, wins con P-I-O, Wind Companion. So I'm going to look up the Wind Companion here, and I will read you the top. I'll read you the top average speed pigeons. And that last race really busted up average speed because pigeons really got, super pigeons fell behind, and And pigeons that were behind moved up. So right now in the averages, guys, I can't post it up there. In first place is Cavender Loft from Philadelphia. Second place is Team Grovers from New York. They're 45 minutes behind.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Second place or third?
That's the third. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, upstairs was. Yeah, bring that one. That's the third place bird. Okay, average speed in third place, Ian Sybil. He's an hour and 12 minutes behind. Momo Beware, Morgan Tavares. She's an hour and 14 minutes behind, so that's a pretty close one. And Team Alex, again, Team Alex is a Russian gentleman around here that Ross.
Roman's Loft or
No,
Team Alex.
I'm talking to you. And it was bred by Ross Vaquero, so. I'm good. I'm just being patient till they finish through quarantine. Thank you. What did the pigeons get for feed on the last race?
That's a secret. I don't tell anybody what I gave.
I don't care to tell them. We feed them the same mix as we're feeding. A light mix with safflower in it and a lot of corn. The same mix we fed all first 5 races. Everything is the same. A little bit of hemp seed, just a little bit in there, and that's it. Bit of candy mix, same thing. On our end, okay. So that's the average speed. Again, congratulations, Mary the Cavender Loft. I always say Mary because she's on. Here we go. This is the third place pigeon. I think this is the third place pigeon from Harry Paul. I got to look up the name. Oh, this is Zeus. So this is the third place pigeon. Did you want me to show it?
Yeah.
And interesting fact, she had a rough toss in the early part of the week. She was trained on, what day did we train? She was trained on Wednesday. And Wednesday was a funny training toss. Something happened. Birds got busted up again. And this pigeon came home Thursday afternoon. She looked like $1 million. She trapped like a thunderbolt. I put her right in the basket, took her back to the rock. She came good, popped her into the race.
She feels very nice.
She feels perfect.
Nice and strong.
As perfect as you could get. Look at how alert she is.
Yeah.
And it was funny. If you guys asked Frank Eichhorn, I said, this pigeon will hit some money somewhere along the line. She's got a nice hole, though, in her wing there. Good for this week.
Well, no, yeah, she's coming up there.
It's coming up there.
She's got that
same health though. She's kicked she's exact same height on both wings.
And the flight's up about almost halfway.
She's a perfect pigeon. And for you guys wondering what's the bloodline on this pigeon, and I'm gonna, from what I know of Harry Paul, this pigeon here is probably 90% of this pigeon is from the Munichs. She's a real gorgeous hen. She's real nice. Excellent pigeon. Congratulations to Harry Paul. They are taking about 20 Team Borax cleaner. Borax, is Borax a cleaner or is that bleach?
Borax, I've heard that.
Borax.
It's almost like a bleach. I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's
Borax.
A cleaner. It's a cleaner. You know what? I'm not using it in the water. The waters are clean now. A little bit of apple cider in it.
All we use is the apple cider vinegar in there, and that's it.
There's no respiratory. The hen is beautiful. Take a look at her. Round of applause on this third place hen. You know what?
She's got that nice feel, like she didn't even hurt.
If I could ask them one question, my question would be, hey guys, what happened at the start? And I bet you if these pigeons could talk to you, they'd say, we had to.
Look at how nice that wattle is.
We had the hell put into us.
Look at that wattle.
So there you see her.
Yeah. She's got a bit of a hackle on her, which is nice.
Zeus from Harry Paul. I think this pigeon, I'm sorry to say, this pigeon was second.
That was second.
Yeah, because Roman was third.
That's
sorry,
right.
guys. So this is the second place pigeon. It doesn't matter what order we show them in. You're seeing them here. Again, a lot of moving parts. So I'll pull up the result here. And you know, a fun fact on this one.
That's right. That one was second.
This one was second. Zeus was second.
So-
Harry Paul, this is the 2408. This pigeon was 22 minutes behind the first place bird. Okay? But there she is. I'm going to tell you, she's ready for this week.
Oh, God. With that flight,
Take her away.
it's what? Almost about halfway up.
Right.
Not quite halfway. So she's not going to kick.
She'll be okay. So there's the second place bird. And you know what I like? Harry Paul always comes to this race. Every time I forget the race. Every time I meet Harry, he's a very nice, he's calm, he's happy, he's excited, he participates. And you know what? He never puts pressure on the birds to win. And it's nice to see that he got there and got a win. You know, it's not first place, but boy, it was a hell of a performance on a smash day. Moving on, we're gonna look at bring
Third
Alex's
place bird.
third place bird.
Romans.
Team Roman. Team Roman's up next. This is the 3429. The bird's known as Quicksilver. Oh boy, we got a lot of gibberish rich in there. Carl, I don't know what you're writing there, man, but hey, thanks for putting that in. Quicksilver is the name of the bird. It says Mealy on here. It was a replacement bird. This bird was bred by loft manager Richard. This was a bird that was donated because we had sickness, and this bird was put in its place. So, again,
Remarkable enough, this bird is only just on its second flight.
and again, this was a replacement bird. This is a one on a plugger.
And
Boy, what a nice pigeon that
it's
is.
only on its second flight.
There it is. They're
Second,
talking about Broax in the bathwater. Old time pigeon guys used it. Yeah. We don't have it here. I don't use it. Because you can put salt, you can put sea salt, kosher salt. You know, you can put whatever you want in the water.
can you?
Sure, put what you
For
want.
bathing, I use that Listerine
You use Listerine.
mouthwash.
What a nice pigeon, though, from Roman's Loft.
Oh,
Out of Plugger again.
another nice hen.
Fun story on this pigeon. The Eros Carboni, the hen never sold.
Yep.
It was a $225 opening bid. She never sold. We purchased the pigeon from Eros on that because any birds that don't sell, we own them.
That's right.
So we bought the hen, and she's a beautiful hen, the mother of this. And she had such muscle. The mother of this pigeon had such muscle, it's incredible. And you have Plugger, which is a wild pigeon that came in here. He had everything.
Came in here 2 years ago.
He had-
It was a 279-mile race,
He showed up.
and he come in.
He come in with a group of pigeons. There was like 6 pigeons that come, and he was in the group. Okay. And they were in pretty good race time, and we had a laugh. The bird went upstairs. The bird
The
stayed.
bird handles like gold.
The bird handles like gold.
We know the old story.
He's a longer cast pigeon. He's small. He is opposite of this hen. This hen has
Tremendous wing.
all the muscles and everything. So we thought for fun, we put them together. And his babies on the weekend came real good.
Yep.
And this is one of them.
It's only on the second flight.
Okay. Well, there you go. It's a powdered soap. I don't use soap in the water. Again, as I said, you can use salt. You can use water. You can use Listerine, Epsom salts. You can use pigeon bath salts. It's the same, you know. And again, what do the wild pigeons use? They use a puddle. They use a pond. You know, that's what they use. So they go on a rooftop and they bathe.
Now you can see the young ones off of this Plugger line. They're all a real smoky blue.
She's
The
nice.
blue bars are smoky.
She's nice. So again, this pigeon here finished 3rd place. I just want to tell you how far behind it was. Quicksilver, this pigeon was 26 minutes off
Fine.
the 1st place pigeon.
That's not bad for that day.
But there you have it. There you go. Take her back with a beautiful pigeon. Excellent. Next, guys, you're going to see the winner. You're going to see the bird
I actually raised, this is a donation bird as well.
You got another donation bird.
That's right. Or a replacement.
Right, and it's for Team Gagork and Vantroba. I want to thank them. They wrote something nice there that was good. Hey, Henry Ryan, was Zeus the bird that couldn't fly when released from? No, that one wasn't that pigeon. As we wait for the first place bird again, first place bird is, and Cam always writes it as I say it. It's Kama Sutra. I don't know. It's KAMINISTRIQUA. This bird was a replacement for Gagork and Vantroba. Richard replaced it. This is the winner. It beat everyone by 20. I think it was 22 minutes. Fun day that we found on that race day. A lot of cockbirds came. And what an awesome pigeon this is. Boy, Richard, you really bred a nice one here. Here he is. Nice cockbird, beautiful.
Now he's on the 5th flight, I believe.
Yeah, he's on his 5th.
And he's up about
It's the same way as Zeus, the same as the third place bird. Identical in the wings.
Yeah.
Identical in the wings. You see
by the weekend it'll be up just a little bit more and it'll be just perfect.
Muscle is perfect. He doesn't feel like he flew 1 mile.
No.
Again, guys, he figured out whatever happened, this guy figured it out the fastest at Pioneer Land. So
yeah,
you got to say, is he the best pigeon? No. Is he the worst pigeon? No. But on race number 6, there wasn't a better pigeon.
Now we might send him next week and conditions may be different. He could be the last. How do we know?
Robert Daughtry, that's incredible, Ricky. Yeah, round of applause. And you know, we donated pigeons to people because we wanted people to stay in the game. I have asked people to breed pigeons for me because I can't get into a race, and I feel like they're my pigeons. And it's nice to see on this race, there was a couple birds that you bred for people that won the money. Again, put it this way. Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Cam and Dan, their birds, they have no birds left in this race.
Oh,
you donated them this bird, and it won them $1,000. Can I ask you a question? Do you think they're happier now? I know you like to see your own birds go to work, guys, but when something bad happens, hey, you got to make the best out of a bad situation.
That bird's a cock bird, and he's very compact. See how compact he is? He's a compact guy.
Back is perfect.
He's very almost a little under medium size.
You know what he feels like?
Yeah.
I could almost tell you he's a hen.
Yeah.
But he's a cock.
Yeah.
And what I like about him is that's what I like. Mm-hmm. But he come good.
I had a couple other ones in the top 13 that we paid money out that were also donated birds as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
See that tight wing? Oh, yeah.
There you see the top 3 pigeons. So congratulations to those winners. We all can't be winners, but congratulations again. I'm going to congratulate MF Bullet with Fuzzy's pick. I want to congratulate Team Grovers. Hell, you know what? They've never raced pigeons before. Brian Mansker and Richard helped them with some birds. German pigeons. Brian. He was the smartest pigeon, yes. So German pigeons, Brian, if you understand what I'm saying. And there's the winner of the race, the overall race. There's Troy. He's our big winner, and he did a great job. Birds came great for him. It's nice to see Troy getting on top. Nice, I always like to see people win.
Mark over there at the...
Mark got his birds to come home, and Sen got his birds to come home. Okay, who else? Team Grovers, they were 5th. Cavender Loft, hey, I'm happy to see that. Carlos Textira, pigeon by the name of Bam Bam. I think that pigeon in the next 2 races is going to be on fire. Harry Paul also had another bird in 8th spot. Okay. Team Alex. Dorval, Magic Medeiros.
That was one of mine.
Icelandic White.
Yeah.
Right? So you replace that for him. He got it. Was she sitting on an no, on the bird sitting on nest? What'd you get? One home? Yeah.
I got one.
One out of the 2.
Yeah.
So even the nest couldn't drive him home.
He's a young cock, and he didn't stay on the nest very long.
No.
That's to show you he's a teenager, right?
Just under the maturity.
Yeah, that's right.
Again, another big shout out to Stingray Loft. He was in the money. And Roman's Loft again. Another bird that was bred by you. So you had, Richard.
Right.
You had, and Color of War, David Bloom. So you had 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birds in the top 13. Good job. And I'm going to thank you on behalf of you gave good pigeons to those people to win money, and we're not taking $1 of it, okay, guys? Are those people going to keep the birds? I don't know. I'm not going to ask him to give up his birds. I think the donation was great. Again, guys, there are pigeons. I mean, we raced them, we bred out of them, we donated them. You know, if he doesn't want to give up a pigeon of his, I'm not going to make him do that.
I'll give them up for 10 times the money they won.
10 times the money they won.
They won. Yeah.
Guys, you're going to have to call Richard if you want the birds, okay? Then it's up to him. If he doesn't want to sell them, again, he doesn't have to. Maybe he wants to fly them as old birds and enjoy them, or maybe you just want to let them out and enjoy them. That's up to him. Can I donate some of my best birds, send them for you to replace, for replacements? Can I donate? Now, Robert Daughtry. Robert, I don't want to. I'm feeling screwed up here, Robert. You're not from Australia. If again, guys, if you put birds in the race, if you put birds in, and you want to send up maybe some replacements for some people, I'm not against that. Again, you're always going to need replacements. Somebody's going to have bad luck. But I will say, if you send birds to participate and you say, hey, I sent a team of 5 up, I put 2 extra birds in here, I want to give these to somebody if they lose birds, then that's cool. You know,
good idea.
That's a good idea. And again, it keeps helping people. I mean, hey, we took all those pigeons that you weren't going to use, we put them to a good use, and now look at people won some money. And people got to stay in the game and participate. And we helped everyone equally. If you lost birds up to that date, we found you a replacement.
I got some people called me for my Icelandic whites, and they wanted to get late breds off me, but I don't have any late breds. But I said the birds that are left here at the end, then maybe we'll see. But they got to complete the series before I even think about it.
Okay.
I don't stop birds. If he flew 1 or 2 races or 3 races or whatever, half decent, I don't stop them. They must fly till the end with respect. I respect them. I take good care. I feed them properly. I try and train properly, exercise properly, with respect to my birds. And they must fly to the end. If they don't fly to the end, I don't want them. They're not here. That's it.
And again, Mike Green said, no, okay, Robert, you're from California. Okay. I for some reason, I keep thinking Robert Daughtry is from Australia. But
Okay.
it's Robert Hamilton, I think. Okay. I'm sorry, I got screwed up. So Mike Green says, I was glad to see Peterbilt made it on the day. Same day, especially on a tough race. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. That day was built for 14, 15, 1600 flying with that tailwind. I don't think it was a tough day. I think there was a circumstance that something startled those birds real bad. And basically what we got was a Mike Vanderyak single toss. And you know what? I'm very proud of the pigeons that made it on the day. I'm very proud of the pigeons that came on the second day. And guys, I promise you, the birds that aren't back, they're not garbage pigeons. But they make a wrong turn. They now have to dig deeper to make it back. You know, I had a pigeon come back today. You know what it said when it hit the board? I seen it. He said, "Holy fuck, I don't know what happened,
But yeah,
but I'm back." Okay. And that race shouldn't have been that tough. The next one could be tougher.
I seen yesterday, I seen a blue bar coming in, and when they come now with the hawk situation, they do a few circles around. Now we had Dominic. He's a champion fantail breeder.
Yep. Dominic Zerlinga, he's on your guys.
And I'm gonna, Dominic was here right from start to the finish and watched the birds come. But I seen yesterday this blue bar coming in, and he's doing these circles around, large circles. And I was watching him, and I was looking to the north, and I seen through this in the sky, I seen this white speck. I thought it was one of those seagulls that were like 3 miles up.
Right.
All of a sudden, coming out of that feed in was one of my Icelandic whites. And he just hit the board. Like, it's just like he come from the north. He caught the wind.
Yeah, no.
He was higher than it. Right. Yeah.
Getting back to it, the birds had bad luck on the day. That was it.
That's some bad luck.
That's some bad luck. No apologies. The birds aren't sorry. I'm not sorry. And we're going to go back at it again and go back to work again. The birds that come back, they're going to get their rest. We're going to rebuild, and we go back at it. And that's the beauty of we are at race number 6. Okay? We had the 5 graduation races where now we've done 11 races. You guys have seen them play for money 11 times out. Let me ask you guys. The New York Yankees on their best season, okay? The Miami Heat, when they had the best basketball players, how many games did they win in a row? Sometimes they'll win 6 in a row. The 7th game, they get blown out. Because why? Something happened. They had their off night. Pigeons and people are the same. You can have an off day. Bad things happen. And you know what? Let's give a round of applause for those pigeons that made it. Because you know what? They had to figure it out within them to do it. And they did it. And you know what? That's where at the end of this 13 races, there's going to be some real damn good pigeons.
They learn to drive in snowstorms.
Yeah.
They learn to drive in wind. And 100%. Now, you said we had some birds coming that had been out a week or 2. Like Jeffrey was out for what, 10 days at one time or more?
And he came back, and we looked at
He
it.
had a
He had a hole. He had
Yeah.
a hole. He had a hole in him.
Yeah.
He come back, and you and me have both said.
I thought he'd never be back on the game. But he was what, 25th or something?
17th.
17th.
We have said how many times since day one? Boy, he's a nice pigeon. He's got a lot of character. Richard says to me every time, I say to him, he's just a playboy.
Yeah.
He's just a playboy.
Well,
he don't have it. He don't have it. He don't have it. He don't have it. And you know what? You know what I'm going to say? He's still a piece of shit. You want to know why? Because if I say he's going to do something, we're going to lose him. So.
Well, he had 4 hens.
He's got 4 hens.
Now he only has 1 hen. He's got the black hen. The other 3 hens.
He's only got 1 now. They didn't come home.
That one black hen, that's one I raised out of.
No, that's Black Panther. He likes Black Panther.
In my loft?
Yeah, that black in there is Black Panther. You got the black upstairs. That's the Sonia hen. So Jeffrey, we thought he was a playboy, and he's turning out to be pretty good for his character. Brian Mansker, I like the idea. Okay. Again, guys, if you put a team of birds in and you're going to send backups, okay, hold on here. And I want to set that straight too. If you put birds in a team, let's say you put a team of 5 in, maybe next year it's going to be a team of 5, a team of 10, a team of 20. I don't know. Put a team of birds in and you send birds for people to have replacements. It's going to go on a rotation. So if you lose your birds, you may not get your bird, because I want to be fair. Not that you send 5 birds and you send an extra 5 and you lose all your 5 and you get your second set of 5. It's not going to be like that.
Those are donation birds.
They're donation birds, and they'll go on a rotation like we did and draw out of a hat, and everyone's going to get one.
Right.
Okay. And if you lost all 5 of yours, but you sent 5 replacements or 5 donations, we're going to call them donations. You're not going to get your donations. You may get one out of the hat.
That's what I'm saying.
We want to make it fair, okay?
Like we did last year, we put the donations. You get whatever comes out of the hat. That's it. You don't get to pick.
No.
Say, oh, I want this.
No.
No.
We're gonna donate.
Right.
Okay. And again, all we ask is participate. What do you guys think of 11 races so far? How do you like the small ones, the medium ones, to the bigger ones? What are you guys' thoughts? Richard and myself have talked. Is 13 races too much? Should it be 5 races? Should it be 3 races? All things that we think about and talk about. We're not stressed out about it. Again, we knew this race course was going to be bloody hell tough. Give it tailwinds, the freezer's open. Give it tailwinds or headwinds, she's going to be tough. She's going to be tough. This was no walk in the park. And you know what? I'm very proud of all the pigeons. And the pigeons that haven't finished, I'm still proud of them, because you know what? It's not easy to win.
The pigeons are here to do a job.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a football team, basketball team, hockey team.
Hold on.
Right.
So Henry writes a great question, okay?
Uh-huh.
We have had, and I'm going to do this for you, Henry, because I got the calculational system. And I'm going to leave Henry's comment up. So Henry writes, it would be interesting to know how many different people won money this year. So what I can do for you is this, Henry. We have had 5 hotspot races, which in each hotspot there was 21 winners. So 21 times 5. That's 105 winners. Plus there were 5 pickbird winners. So now we're up to 110. Okay. Then in each race, so we got 110. Each race, there's 13 winners. So 13 times 6, 76, plus 1, 0. We've paid 188 different cash prizes to this date. We've paid 188. Hold on. Plus in the first 4 pickbird rate, the first 4 real races, we had 4 pickbird winners. So that would be 188 plus 4. We've had 192 winners. Some have won 1,000, some have won 500, some have won 300, some have won 100. The pickbird pot one time was at 1,500, 900, 800. So we've had already 192 different winners. Different pigeons have earned money, which I think that's great. Do you guys like all the... Okay, here's a question. Here's my question. Do you guys like a whole bunch of small prizes, or do you guys want all the money on one big gabam? 325 miles. Let's put $100,000 into that race. Is that what you guys like? And I ask you people this because remember, we don't win the prize money.
It's still not finished.
No, we're not done yet. We've got average speed money. We've got champion pickbird money. We've got master breeder money to give away. We're going to have well over 200 winners. We're going to have almost 230 winners probably when this is all said and done. 240 winners. What do you guys think? Do you like some of these small prizes, or do you guys want all the money carried into the big shabam? And I ask that because I actually care. You know, I want to know what people like.
Big shabam. How many prizes do you get in a big shabam?
I mean, you know, a race that I enjoy, that I like the thought of. I'm going to say the California Classic.
Right.
They have the first. He takes in so many birds. The first drop, they split $100,000. After the first drop, every bird gets $1,000 until the prize money's gone. I like that, but that's something that I like. Do I like this formula here where I have a shot to win a lot of small prizes? I kind of like that too, but I'm not flying for the money. What do you guys like? And this is why we're asking. So guys, your answer isn't right or wrong.
You've got to look at the races in the local area.
That's
what you got to look at, right?
Really can't wait to see the returns on the next race. People are going to be surprised at what kind of pigeons they have send to your race, Antonio. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. I think I've worded it wrong. I think I've been misunderstood. Richard, in this race, you donated 58 pigeons.
That's right.
Okay. You donated 58 pigeons. And I'm going to tell you, currently right now, you donated a pigeon that is leading in points. And I haven't talked about this, and we're going to talk about this now.
Okay.
In the master breeder points, you've donated a pigeon that is leading the points. That's very good. On the last race, your birds kicked it into gear. Before that, I haven't seen much from your birds, but you kicked it into gear there. Guys, if he would have picked 5 pigeons to put in
out of 58, there's would be five.
You could have picked the 5 worst ones.
Yeah, that's
you could have picked the 5 best ones.
Right.
So remember, guys, what you send, you're trying to pick your best. But if we put out 50 lottery tickets and one of them is $1 million, more than likely, 99% of us aren't going to pick the right ticket.
Last year, I had good luck as well. Did I not? I had the high point pigeon.
No, but you didn't breed it. You flew it for a guy.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
Okay, Michael Peevler says, put all hands in the cookie jar. So, Peevler, if you could tell me what that means. Do you want it all in one race? Oh, I screwed up the comments. Tracy says, share the wealth. And I like a bit of sharing the wealth because let's take a pigeon like Zippy. Zippy won $2,500. He didn't make it to the finals. No. But for Ray Sheeran, he won him $2,500. Right.
So if we had to wait for the finals,
Zippy wouldn't be here now.
Wouldn't be here.
Wouldn't be here.
No.
I like your setup the way it is. Okay. Well, Henry, I know you like it because you're winning, but I'm joking with it. And again, I didn't mean nothing bad about Jeffrey. We thought he's a playboy. And I'm telling you, every time I go out there and I look at him, I feel a little bit better about him. And I'm going to tell you, what makes me really feel good is he's a prancer, he's a dancer, he's a showman, and he showed up when it's been good, and he showed up when it's been real dog shit. He still shows up. Good pigeon. You got a nice one there, Henry. But you know what? You got nothing because we still got 2 more to go.
2 more to go.
And guys, remember this.
Got to finish it.
Guys, you heard me brag about Ian Sybil. Goddamn got good pigeons, doesn't he? He's coming on.
You still got 3 in there.
If
I
I
think.
know, if Ian was sitting here right beside me, he'd say this: I don't got nothing yet.
Until it's over.
Until it's over. And
Yeah.
guys, it's those cute sayings. It's not over until the fat lady sings, isn't it?
Well, you got to look at it, like I've said, take those same pigeons and fly them 3 more years
What
and
you got
see
left?
what you have left out of those same birds. Let's see. After 3 years, let's let them work this year.
Well,
Next year we come out again with those pigeons. Can they last yearling, 2 years, and 3 years old, flying right out to 500 miles? Can they last that? And if they last that at the end of those 4 years, then you're going to say, that's a darn good pigeon.
Yeah,
that's right.
And guys, you know, when you stop and you look at it, 1 out of every 1,000 is a real good pigeon. But when you go to Holland, you see the Olympiad pigeon all around Olympiad, Olympic Henny, and I put her in my hands.
How many years did it
Wait,
take to get there?
It took her 2 years to win this award. She had to beat maybe 50 to 100,000 Dutch pigeons competing in that competition. You want me to tell you something? She was the best one of that. And there is another one that was almost as good, and another one that was almost as good, another one that was almost as good. But there was hundreds and thousands that, guess what? They couldn't hold candlestick to her. So guys, when you win your races, be grateful. And when you get an ace pigeon, you really done something. And be proud of that. And these next 2 races are going to be hell. They're going to be hell. It's going to be hell for me because I already know. I know who I'm going up against. I know my molt's not in the same. And my birds are telling me when I'm looking at them, you know what they're saying to me? We don't got much more left. Share in the small pots. And maybe next year we're going to have a small pot and we're going to have a big shabam because I do think people like the big shabam. I know I like a big shabam. Who doesn't like a big shabam? Right? I think we have to find it maybe a little different because I know some people there, the birds are winning and they only win $1,000 and you kind of feel bad because great pigeons, but I like to see people win a bit more if we can. But yeah, it's been quite a season, and these pigeons have not faltered one time. And I really felt bad. They faltered there. I felt bad for them because I know I seen the pigeon that come today. You could just see it. It was just like, holy man, what happened?
Yeah,
You know.
and they were lucky in the last 2 days. The wind was still out of the north.
Yeah,
and they got up. If they got up, the wind was taking them home.
they've had every opportunity to have the wind with them, and I know where they're coming from. They're coming out of the north. Michael Peebler says, and Michael and guys, thanks for your comments tonight. Again, Richard and myself are doing this. The more you guys ask us, the better it is for us because we have something to talk about. Maybe the last race should be a winner take all. I agree. Maybe for next year we're going to do something like that. We're going to think and make adjustments. Again, I've asked you guys, do you think the race course is too many races? Do you want less races? Do you want more races? It's hard designing something when you ask. It doesn't mean I have to take exactly everything you're going to say, but I like feedback. Our Americans, our Canadians, our people from all over the world that watch, put in your thoughts. I appreciate that. maybe less payouts on the hot spots and more on the races. Yeah, okay, I can see that.
The thing is, though, with our hot spots, we do that. Okay?
We do it.
We do it. So you're getting a show of proof right from the beginning. Wait a minute.
What Tracy's
So we're
saying is
making that-
maybe not the first 20 birds, maybe the first 3 birds, and carry some prize money to the later races.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
And guys, I
I think you got a good point there. Maybe. Yeah.
Guys,
we're paying out to what? 20 spots.
Guys, if you wonder why we do the hot spots and why we do that, it's because we want to show you the birds are being worked. Listen, if I like to race pigeons, I could very easily hide this, not take the pigeons where I say I'm going to. I can do it. Butcher the times up to make them look like they're coming. Because I race pigeons long enough and I know how long they're going to take. I can fudge this shit and never take the bird a mile. Okay? But our enjoyment is racing your pigeons and getting you guys involved and watching and and racing. And we take the goods with the bads. The goods with the bads. The last race, man, that was just ball crunching on us. Because that was what it was. But we need that too, to appreciate all the pigeons and the sport. This is a sport. This is a sport. This is the race. I know. Hold on. Gregory. Hey, Gregory. This guy's always been winning a lot of the pick birds. Mike Sheridan beat you with Whiplash, FYI. But Greg McFarland says, this is a sport. This is a sport. Okay, my reading is bad. This is a sport. This is a race. This is the race. I know that you can handicap. I've done it and won money. I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand. Write it again. My brain's not swift enough. Regardless, we like to show you all the training because we feel we want to give you guys our very best, our honesty, our racing. We want you to ride that roller coaster with us. And the other day we were on, and I could see the people writing, man, I don't know what happened. Man, I don't know what happened. Man, I don't know what happened. I never seen these birds do this. 56 times down the road, they never did what they did on Saturday. But
it's some bad news.
But hey,
we're not with them, right?
But hey, isn't it character building? You were 16. Your mom died, right? That's fucking character building.
Oh yeah.
That's not in the book.
No.
Look at me. I'm 40. My parents didn't die.
No.
So I don't have the same character built into me as you do. Because I didn't experience that.
Oh, 100%.
So those pigeons, what happened to them on the race day, they got new character built into them. And hey,
they learned to be stronger, to survive. That's it.
They got just a little bit better.
That's right.
Michael Peevler, how many chocolate chips do you put in your cookies? Hold on. That way is the best for you to race from your own now, north to south, or other. I'm going to be honest with you, Michael Peevler. Maybe we've never talked about training or racing.
Right.
Build a race course. Let's say next year. Right.
Right.
Do you want to say next year? Do you want to just race east?
I actually think that course could be a little bit harder. Just with the winds, okay,
and the water,
and
the lake.
The lake. Well, the lake will hold them up, But
If they get
they're going to get that northeast wind a lot of times. It could be, if they go down, it's good for them because they'll land a lot of farms, a lot of towns. Whereas when we go north, once you get north of North Bay, all it is bush and rock.
But I'm saying to run
But then they get a bit of a tailwind.
to run the race though. What's easier? I mean, again, I find it nice the highways are nice going north. You know, we don't have to drive into Montreal where it's the French signs and that bullshit. I think going north is the best. I like what going north is. North, you get tailwinds, you get headwinds, you get shoulder winds. If we go only to the east, it's going to be all headwinds. And remember, guys, if you look at the structures of one-off races throughout North America, a lot of them are built on tailwind racing. I like tailwinds and headwinds. I think a mixed bag of shit like that. I think it's good. And we've had that. David Tracy writes, how can I judge my birds? They do very well here, but only have one left out of 11 in OLRs. Does that mean I need to trash my birds and get better birds? I just told you what it means. David Tracy, I like you. You're on our show. You participate. I've never met you. I'm going to say you're my internet friend. You bred 85 youngsters. You picked your 11th favorite to send, let's say, to us. You kept the rest of yours. You flew them. They flew very well for you, those birds. The ones you picked for us, they did good. They did okay. They did not so good. They didn't finish. But at your place, your own birds do very well. It can be very, very as simple as this. You just picked the wrong 11. That's it. Franco Basiglia. He's in our race, guys. He has a bird named Thunder. It's been in the money 2 or 3 times. He sent 1 pigeon. I guess he's got a good horseshoe up his bum, doesn't he? Right? Tough to do.
Last year he sent 1 pigeon, did very well again.
Well, it didn't finish.
No, but it did.
It was there, but it didn't finish.
Right.
And Franco hasn't finished yet either. We're
No.
not saying that. You know, I talk about a guy from Montreal, Bernie Berdard. He goes to the Salem race, and he puts 60 pigeons out. Every year he puts 50, 60, 40 to 60 pigeons in one race. He flies pretty much one race every year. Every year he breaks even or he wins a chunk of money. You take the picking out. You take it out. Now, not everyone can afford to do that. So you have to understand, when you're picking pigeons, you could bypass the good ones just by mistake.
I think what you said. Yeah. I donated how many birds? 58 birds?
58.
58. And I have one.
You have the ace pigeon right now.
Right now, ace pigeon right now. But last weekend, okay, we won a few bucks for some people, but how far will those birds go? You know what I'm saying?
And by the way, you're leading ace pigeon right now. I should talk about that. So guys, we're going to just talk about this. So David Tracy, and I like what you said, David. I don't think you have bad pigeons at all. Trust me, I don't think you do. I don't want you to kill a pigeon. Don't know. Remember, one-off racing, you need luck. You need to pick the right bird at the young age when you pick it, and you got to have luck, and you got to have luck, and you got to have luck, and you got to have luck. And that damn pigeon, guess what? It's still got to have.
I don't like when you say one-off racing because
You
I
have
got
to
a
pick
bad taste
You gotta
for
pick it.
one-off
You got to pick it.
races.
You got to
right?
still pick it, man.
Okay, if the birds aren't worked right,
Well, these birds are worked right.
These,
you got
these birds are worked right. Now, I don't know where this fella flies.
He flies in Ohio. Hold on.
I
wanna look at
I don't know the
points.
kind of people he's flying against. I don't know what they do. So, you know.
So let's look at this. We're going to look at high point pigeons. First place, Boss Babe Loft. It was a replacement pigeon that you bred, 3494. It's in the lead. Second place, Jones Family Lofts. Third place, London Guys. Fourth place, Ian Sybil. Here's a fun one. Fifth place,
Right.
Bert.
Yeah. Bert put one bird in.
One bird, it's in fifth place. Okay, hold on. DeKine is in sixth. DeKine got his birds from Ross Vaquero. Hey, are you ready? Diamond Dave, David Tracy, you're in seventh spot. It was a replacement bird from Chris Marshman. Donated the pigeon for you. A little bit of luck. Jones Family Lofts is in eighth. Mountain View is in ninth. Upper Canada is in 10th. Okay, so this is all going to change. The points are still going to change. But look, there's a guy in there that sent one bird. Look, there's 2 donation birds that are in the top 10 pigeons. Tracy writes, what did Tracy say? Saturday made me sad. I was hoping for 1,700. I'm never going to get that here, so don't worry. I'm in low power mode here. Oh boy. Okay. Rosedale Loft. East is the best. Rosedale Loft. East is the best. I want people to be honest in the courses they fly and how many of them fly in a headwind course. I like flying headwind courses. I'm fine with it. I'll fly any pigeon in a headwind course, but east is best, west is best, south is best. The best is if the birds can get the work and the job gets done. We fly here east, and it's a tough course. No 1700s. That's what Ray Sheeran says. Hey, Ray, congratulations again. You had a bird there that hit in the top 13. Congratulations. Zippy's not here, and Snowy's not here. Shocking. Michael Peevler. North to south is your best, but need to start a bit earlier because the weather. Well, we talked about the weather. I couldn't put the birds out when they were sick. So we had to postpone. And right now, we would already be done if we didn't have the sickness. I've also thought maybe next year we're going to start to hold the birds for a complete season and race in June and July. That way, it's beautiful weather, less hawks, less everything. Just thinking. But Michael Peevler, I agree with you 100%. Not to change. No, Rosedale off race. Not to change on the East course. Okay. Van Gorney was the king of that course. Okay, well. Yeah, whoever's king of that course. Again, how do you become a king of a course? You fly it, and you fly it, you fly it, you fly it. You lose a lot of races, and you start winning, and you win, and you win, and you keep going. East course, west course, north course, south course. I don't know. Greg McFarland, do what you gotta do. Do what you're doing. Okay, Greg McFarland, again, thank you. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it fun. I like seeing the small winners because you know what? I think it's nice for people to win a little bit. This wasn't a big payout race to get into. It was more about testing your pigeons and working with the pigeons and watching at what point certain pigeons make their mistakes or break down. And you're seeing it here live. You're watching it live and unfold, and it's great. And again, someone said to me today, am I upset or stressed out about how the birds came? I properly trained them. Richard and I properly trained them. We properly feed them. We properly schooled them. And at some point, they have to take responsibility and do the job.
Something happened. There was a low ceiling. It wasn't even low. Overcast. I'll say overcast. They flew about 50 miles in overcast, but it was high enough that they went up like tipplers. Well, let me finish. They didn't hit any rain, didn't hit any fog.
It sounds like you're apologizing. I hope the next 2 races
Mhm.
are like that, but with a headwind. Do you want to know why? We're going to ask them a bit more out of them. Because any pigeon that can win ace pigeon, champion points, average speed. When you got up every day and went to work, did you have to work for your money or was it given to you?
That's right.
So you know what? God damn it. You pigeons, get down that road and give me your best. That's it. And you know what? The birds that didn't give you their best, they made a mistake. They tried their best, but they didn't have it. Mm-hmm. And that's it. It's not they're bad pigeons. They didn't have it. You want to win money? You're going to have to work for it. East has problems, we fly. One thing I don't like about the East, and I can put it up, if you look at Lake Ontario and you get strong winds out of the north and the pigeons get on the other side of Lake Ontario, they're down into Rochester, and they go into Ohio, and they get all screwed up. They don't cross the water. Again, I don't like driving into Montreal. I don't like going on the 401. It's not my thing. I like going north. I go to the west and deal with borders. I deal with borders and crossings. Guys, I have to cross the border. Every pigeon has to get the ring checked. Every band number has to get checked. I will never go to the west because of government restrictions. I'm not doing that. Yeah, Speed Demon broke down. Not upset. No. You will have to shorten the race series if you fly a tougher course. This is a tough course, guys. You're watching it. You're seeing it. We're average. You know what our average speed is? 11.99. It's getting tougher, and we got 2 races to go.
And those are the pigeons you want to keep in the end. If you have a course where your pigeons are averaging 15, 17, and more,
14, 15, 16,
that's
17.
it. They're not work.
But again, when I look at a lot of the races gear themselves to this speed, and are we going to make adjustments maybe to maybe bend to that a little bit?
I like to see pigeons fly 1,100, 1,200, 1,000. I like to see
like that.
Those are working races. Races.
I enjoy it too.
Right.
But it's the question is this race doesn't work if the people can't finish it.
That's
I went out to dinner.
I'll never buy a pigeon where a guy says I flew 8 races and they were all between 1,400 and 1,700, mostly 1,500, 1,600 races. The pigeons blow home. They don't work.
And we're not.
That's it.
And we're not saying that those pigeons aren't good. We didn't say that.
They're not workers.
No. They handle that great. But when we give them, 1,100, 1,200, 900, 1,400. It goes like this. Well, back and forth, back and forth. They don't handle it. Good night, all. Mr. Tracy, I'm going to say good night to you. And again, I think you got great pigeons, my friend. Keep your head up, inch by inch. Next year, you have birds here and you win the whole damn thing. You know what you'll say? There were the same pigeons. Did I win the $100 match? No. Hey, Greg McFarland, you didn't win it against Mike Sheridan. I know Mike is a man of his word. I know you're a man of your word. You didn't win. If you want, I can put you in touch with Mike Sheridan. You guys can exchange your prize money. That's not a problem. I think, Greg, I don't think your phone number can call Canada. Again, if you can text me or somehow I can get in touch with you, I can put you through to Mike Sheridan, or you can send us the money and I'll send it to Mike. Again, if you want to have $100 showdown with Mike Sheridan again, go for it. We're going to have the training again this week. You guys are going to watch. Birds are going to go 20 miles, maybe once or twice. We might stretch them out one time. I think tomorrow we're just going to go right back to the rock. It's going to be 22 miles. It's 15, 20 minutes. Not a big deal. I don't think we need to go to 10.
Wait a minute. I'm flying my birds.
Well, we got to keep the training the same. Hey, you got me beat this week. I can't beat you. It's okay. So, Greg, I'll have to get in touch with you for Mike Sheridan. Horses for the course. There are pigeons that handle it all. Those are, again, you look at the pigeons, 1 out of 1,000. There's those pigeons that handle the whole thing. But I'm not disagreeing with you. I was real happy to see that the pigeon out of the Seagull was 4th on the weekend, the mealy pied hen.
Now that's the only
I think that was
auction breeder bird.
I again, auction breeder bird, is that the last one standing? Let me look. I can look here because I roughly know the people who have it. So 4th, yeah, that was it. Stingray Loft, Roman Loft, Henry Quintero, Diamond Dave, Franco, Joseph. Chocolate syrup, no, okay. I'm just looking. I hate to say it, but that's the last auction bird standing.
Who bred that bird?
We did. 2 nest mates. One we lost at 2 miles.
Yep.
Greg McFarland bought it for $900.
Yep.
Second one was sold for $900. One's here, one's not. Nest mates, eh?
Yeah. And that bird trapped on the weekend.
Like a thunderbolt.
One of the best.
One of the best. You've seen it on the camera, guys. You watch it.
Right on. Hit the board just like a bullet.
Guys, I hate wrapping up the show. If you guys have more questions, comments, put them in. And again, this wasn't to slam anybody tonight about the quarantining. Getting back to that, people ask, I try and answer, and I don't hold stuff in. I'm not that type of person. I let it off my chest, and I'm always going to be that way. And that might not be for some people. Some people say I'm a loudmouth. Yeah, I am a loudmouth. You know what? You know what? I was always told, squeaky wheel is going to get the damn grease. So I'll squeak. Want an SVR out of him? Well, if you'd like, Rosedale, we have 2 youngsters available. There you go. If you're interested. If you want to buy the cock and the hen, you can. He's available. But, yeah, we've got race number 7, or race number, if we count the hot spots, race number 12. Race number 12 coming up. Englehart, it should be a good race. We're hoping to go for the weekend. If the weather doesn't look good, Tuesday looks fantastic. But we're going to have to wait and see on that. Might as well take our time here now till the end a little bit. Slow down. Any more questions, guys? Please let me know. Great show tonight. I think comments were good. We got fired up, which is good. That means we were passionate.
We're living, man.
We're living.
Living.
That's right.
That's right.
People beating you down because of the last race. No. People don't beat me down. I've flown pigeons my whole life. I know what I know. I know you're as good as your last. Man. I tell you, I go on the field today, or you look at Wayne Gretzky. He played Iron Man. They play. One day he goes out and breaks his ankle. It's not that he's a bad guy. It was his day. You're as good as your last time out. You know what? These pigeons are going to be trained probably another 6 times with 2 more races. They had a bad one. Can we have another bad one? Yes, we can. We're only as good as our last time out. Good night to all. Take care. Good night, Michael Peebler. That's when the tracking will let you know how far they really flew. Yeah, the problem is a tracking band is $25 a ring or $10 or $50 or whatever. I got to put them on the birds, and then the birds got to come home. Zippy, let's put a tracker on Zippy. Man, he's a good pigeon. Gonzo. Prince, let's put a tracker on him. Gonzo. Let's put if the tracking company wants to supply me with 300 tracker bands, I'll put them on all the birds. But the rule will be the tracking company supply me with all the bands, and I will put up the course the first bird flew, the course the 20th bird flew, the course the 50th bird flew, the 100th bird, the next day bird. I will post the courses up.
But the band's got to come back.
The birds got to come well, and I need all the birds to be chipped.
Yeah, but how do you know where these 50 birds are now if they're not back? Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
When they come back.
Right. But this is what we say. This is why all the birds then need to be chipped. So I can find out today where that bird that just came, because maybe I didn't ban him.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good show tonight. Congratulations to all the winners. Good job, Richard. 5 in a row. You've done 5 in a row. Good job on that one. Congratulations to Troy. You did really well. You got 2 wins. Good job. And let's keep our fingers crossed for the rest of those birds to come. Fun show tonight. I'm Ryan. That's Richard. No hard feelings, guys. Remember, we're all assholes in this game, but we all need each other because that's what pigeon racing is.
That's right.
Don't fall off the ladder.
No.
Thanks for flying with us, guys. I want you to have a great evening.